Hey guys, this is John, fresh off of my 5th round game here in Reykjavik at the Reykjavik Open. This is a big one. I played Grandmaster Komski. He's 2677 FIDE, many-time US champion, former challenger for the World Championship back in the 90s. And I played a Scandi. Yeah, I went there. Not gonna back down from my favorite opening. I was considering playing the Sicilian, but in fact, it seemed the Scandi was a good choice against him because I built up a big time advantage out of the opening. He was thinking a lot. So I had about 30 extra minutes after maybe 10 moves. And I don't think the line that he chose was that challenging. He kind of kept his pawns back a little bit, put a pawn on d3, put a pawn on h3, didn't take the center as aggressively as most white players do. However, he then played g4, and we got an exchange on e5. I think at that point the position is fine for me. But I don't know if I mishandled it or maybe played too ambitiously with this b5 move. b5 is kind of cool looking and the engine says it's fine. I had a real brief look at the engine, but I suspect it actually might be a mistake. So I'm gonna go analyze that in greater detail and see what else I could have done at that moment. I was considering queen d6, offering a queen trade, but I think white's somewhat better in the endgame with a queenless middle game. White has a static advantage. One theme is that it's hard for me to get my light square bishop in the game, even though that pawn is not as aggressively placed on d4. On d3, it prevents my light square bishop from activating itself down that h7, b1 diagonal so easily. So anyways, yeah, I played this b5, c5 idea. My position was a little loose, and he was able to shut the light square bishop out of the game significantly. He ended up playing f5. My bishop had to go back to h7. We traded queens. And yeah, I think that's just a tough position to play for black. I don't feel I'm that much worse, but I'm really lacking counterplay. I have to wait, see where he's gonna play, and look for a moment to counterattack. And I think I missed that moment to counterattack. I probably should have played c4 somewhere. There was a moment when I played rook e8 and traded a pair of rooks, which I think really put me under a lot of strain, in danger of losing. c4 in hindsight might have been a better decision there, but I was worried about my queen side. So we traded, we got into another same color bishop endgame. So I lost the same color bishop endgame against Grandmaster Surivibov a few rounds ago. So I got into another one of them, and I lost this one as well, unfortunately. So I think the bishop endgame is losing the whole way. I could be wrong about that. I put my pawn on a5. Perhaps I should have kept it on a6, but I think it's losing even with the pawn on a5. I didn't see a way to hold. Eventually he's going to offer a bishop trade, and all the pawn endgames are losing for me practically, except in some rare cases where I can maybe box his king in on the side of the board on the h-file. So I just got ground down in this one. Sort of similar to the Surivibov game. Don't feel like I was really that worse out of the opening. In fact, I think I equalized just fine. But these GMs, man, these Grandmasters, they show their technique. So lots to learn from this one as well. If I can just put up more resistance in some of these positions, especially with black, I'm right there. So, you know, not a bad player to lose to. Got a Komski. A little disappointed, but hey, he was just the better player. So, more work to be done. Anyways, I'm in good spirits. This is beautiful, by the way. This is a statue of, what is his name again? Ingolfur Arnarsson. Yeah, the first permanent settler of Iceland. And also you can see the harbor over here, and that's again the playing hall, the Harpa. Okay, so round 6 tomorrow. I should have the white pieces. GM Norm is a real long shot at this point, but I'm just trying to take it one game at a time, as the Hack Knight saying goes, but having a good time here. So let's see if I can strike back with white tomorrow. All right guys, thanks for following me. I'll fill you in tomorrow. Bye.